Welcome to Essential Oil Solutions with doTERRA, the podcast where you'll hear experts share insights, tips, and tricks on using essential oils in your life. Today's episode features Nicole Moultrie talking about which essential oils you can use for energy in your life.
Hey, it's Nicole Moultrie, and I'm so excited to be with you this month. We're going to be talking about essential oils and energy today. This is one of my favorite topics and one of my favorite ways to use essential oils. So we're going to cover 3 different topics. We're going to talk about what oils are energizing, how I use them in my daily routine, and what works best and what is most efficient in providing energy and how I use essential oils. And then the third thing we're going to talk about are a few of my favorite essential oils and some tips and tricks that help us in our home. So, what oils are energizing? We're going to talk about mint, we're going to talk about citrus, we're going to talk about our tree oils, and we're going to talk about our herb oils. So, let's get started. First, mint oils. These are some of my favorites. A lot of us will think of peppermint as being very energizing and invigorating and stimulating, and it is. One of my favorites is spearmint that comes from the mint family. We also have wintergreen, and all of these oils provide us with a sense of excitement, invigoration, stimulation, and this is one of my favorite plant groups to choose oils for energy from. The second group that I love is citrus. Citrus just makes us feel good. It makes us smile. We've got tangerine, we've got red mandarin, we've got green mandarin, we've got lemon, lime, bergamot, citrus bliss. doTERRA leaves us with a lot of choices in this area. They're monoterpenes, which are potent in limonene, which means they're super effective for uplifting our mood, for providing us with energy and an energized overall experience. Now, the third group I want to talk about, this is our tree, our grass, our herb oils. These are things like frankincense, copaiba, Siberian fir. Just talking about them gets me excited. It energizes me. We've got vetiver, you've got basil. Now, this group, this is interesting because this provides us with a sense of grounding, a sense of clarity, a sense of renewal, which oftentimes maybe we wouldn't associate that with energy. But I'm telling you, if I can get some more clarity and a sense of renewal, I'm going to be feeling much more energized. So how do I use my essential oils for energies? There's 3 ways to use them: aromatically, topically, and internally. And I actually choose to use all 3 methods every single day. My favorite, it's hard to pick a favorite because they're all 3 so very effective, but maybe my favorite might be aromatically. The quickest way to have an effect on our mood is through the air. So once we smell, let's say a citrus oil, we open the bottle of wild orange or bergamot or lemon, instantly what's happening is our olfactory system starts to take this scent in. That's what controls our sense of smell. And then immediately after that, it starts being processed through our limbic system. Now that's right here. It's our emotional driver's seat. It stores our emotions, it stores our memories. So almost instantaneously when we smell, we have a response. Now we want it to be a positive response, so that's why we're talking about citrus oils, wood oils, mint oils providing us with energy, but it's amazing the power that comes from, and the energy that comes just from aromatic use. So I love that. Diffusing, if you don't have a diffuser, drop 2 drops in your hand, rub them together, take a deep breath, and you will, like I said, pretty instantaneously have a response to that essential oil that you picked to use for energy. Second way that I love to use essential oils for energy is going to be topically. I love this. There's almost like a 1-2 punch in the topical effect. I'm going to apply maybe 1 to 2 drops to my wrist, rub them together. What's left, I'll put across my chest or the back of my neck. Now, when I'm doing that, I'm getting essential oils on my body, in my skin, but because they're so powerful, I'm also getting the aromatic benefit just by applying it topically and taking a deep breath in. Here's a little tip and trick that I learned a few years ago, and I love it. So, take your favorite oil that you're using for energy, let's say spearmint or wild orange or tangerine, something like that. I want you to put a drop in your hand, rub it together, and then put it in your hair. Rub it, if you're a man and your hair is short, rub it on top of your head, however you want to do it. But what you're doing with that is you're providing yourself with almost like a little aromatic diffuser throughout the day. It's one of my favorite tips and tricks. So try that when you're using